It does actually. It almost makes me like feel like that I need a drink.
Yeah,
I mean, I would anyway.
Good sound effect.
It is a very good sound effect.
Or are we always just pouring something when you do that? We have to time it.
I have to time it every day. I'm like, we've got to have something. Oh, God, we've got to open it. Baker, how's it going? Redo, how's it going? Good to see all of you here. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Sorry, Suribot took a little bit to kick it out of emote mode, but I like seeing the emotes. It's good to see you as well. Good to see everybody. Hopefully you're having a good Thursday. It is a Thursday evening, as I said, once again. So it is time for beverage podcasting. It is time for some, we're going to have water to start off. We've got some wine. We've got a beer at the end that I think is going to be, it's going to be funky one way or another. So a lot of things going on. But if you're new here, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are About Beverages.
Yeah, we've got some Waterloo summer berry to start with. Kind of that, getting into the summer theme. We're definitely here, even though it's not quite summer yet. Technically,
not quite summer. This man says
it's summer for us. For us,
it's been summer. For
yes,
us.
I am Keith.
It's been
and nice to meet you as well.
It's been summer for us for like 2 months
since March.
Yeah, exactly.
But I brought over the patio chips because I thought, well, we'll go. Well, not that we're going to eat those necessarily, but keeping the summer theme rolling right along. So, but yeah, this was. I've seen this at Whole Foods a couple of times. I know a few podcasts back. IR. Yes, IR, Keith.
Thanks, pirate.
IR, Keith. IR. And you had said, well, you should buy it. And so when I saw it this time, I did. I did just that. I bought it.
Yeah, it's funny. We went to Costco this last Saturday, and we bought the 30-pack of Spindrift.
Of course.
Because we were doing that. Haven't done that in a while, and that is actually very delicious. The grapefruit, the lime, and the lemon are in there. Yep. And those are all very good. One of them, though, 17 calories. It's almost too many.
Oh, calories.
One's 3, one's 2, and then the grapefruit is 17 for some reason. Huh. It's practically a soda.
It includes seeds. Yes.
It does. Maybe that's what it is. What's a pirate's favorite element? Argon. That's pretty good. I like that. But anyway, we bought that, and then we actually wound up not getting any soda, like because my son's been drinking less soda. I'm trying to drink a lot less, so all we bought was water. So it's like if it's not beer, I'm having water. That's pretty much how it's working in this household.
Unless it's Whiskey Wednesday.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. Unless it is Whiskey Wednesday. Yeah. Shameless promotion. But they had a new 3-pack of water. It was the Waterloo Summer Pack. So it was pineapple, orange, and watermelon.
Okay.
So I had the orange and the pineapple. In fact, the pineapple I put up a quick little TikTok review of.
And how was it in comparison to the Trader Joe's pineapple?
This one a little more flavorful, like a little bit more tropical. I think I even commented that it almost, not quite, but it almost made me think that there was coconut in it. Like it almost was like a Mai Tai. Like it was a little bit dancing in that kind of territory as opposed to just being pineapple. Yeah. Dancing in that territory. It was good though. I like both of them. The orange, I was surprised, was good, but it was not quite as flavorful as I thought it was going to be. I thought the orange was going to be like really over the top. An old teacher of mine had a bottle of schnapps from 1910. It would sell for thousands of dollars if he didn't do a game with his family when he was 5, where they would sniff at it and try not to faint.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like that probably would have been worth a lot if he hadn't opened it up. He had not opened it up.
Smells
very, very delicious.
Smells good. Yeah, smells like raspberry. That's what I get.
Yeah, raspberry, little blueberry after that.
Good. More aroma than taste.
Yeah, I thought.
But still enough.
Yeah, it's a little slight notch down, which I'm surprised at. Usually Waterloo I always talk about is one of my favorites of like all of their stuff. He's usually consistently. And this is very good, but yeah, the aroma is like, ooh. And then the flavor is like, oh.
Yeah, and then there's a nice little finish there at the end, so.
Yeah.
But calorie 0 on this one, so you're okay.
Okay, I'm all right on that
so
one.
You know.
Yeah, we actually got this. They had the Spindrift there, which is a 30-pack. And it was actually my wife that wanted it because she's like, I like the other one. She's like, but I like if it's real fruit. She's like, let's do that. And I was like, that's 17 calories though. But yeah, no, it is nice. Like you can tell just that little extra burst of flavor, I think is 100% worth it. So hopefully they'll maybe do some other mixed. I know they have other flavors. I'm just saying, nice if Costco would put together another mixed pack. Because those are the kind of those are those 3 generic ones that are very good, especially when they're that way. But
I don't think it used to be the lime that was in there though.
Oh,
I think it used to be they did a like a raspberry lime. And I don't know.
That's not what's in there.
I don't. Yeah, no, I know because that's the one we bought too.
I'm telling you,
and
it's
I
not in there,
remember.
Keith.
No,
Why
I know.
don't you believe me?
I know that's mine too. Same thing. And I remember thinking this isn't the one that was there, but I think it was the raspberry lime. So
that sounds even
so
better.
raspberry
Now
sucks compared to blackberry. But what if it's not being compared to blackberry? What if it's just on its own?
It's delicious.
Yeah, that's what I'm just curious.
That's great. I like raspberries.
I
Actually,
like raspberries. I probably like blackberries better.
I would agree with that. That's a fair statement.
but
I don't think raspberries suck.
Put those two together.
Put those in a handshake.
Put those
in a
hands
smoothie
together.
or something together, and you got something there, brother.
That's like the pocket snack special lately. I get her a thing of blackberries, thing of raspberries. She washes them, and she has like this sort of late morning snack of just a big bowl of berries.
Yeah, Rachel's been doing like frozen blueberries and stuff, so she's kind of been dipping in that route as well. And then, like, so we've been using them for smoothies and other things as well. No, this is good. Yeah. No, like I said, it's about what I thought it would be. I was maybe hoping for just like a touch more, but it's still pretty good.
They are what we thought they were.
Yeah. Waterloo is what we thought they were. A delicious sparkling water.
We had our internet go down early Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Because Ben, we had to do a little detective work.
On.
So our we have the Fire Cube, the Amazon Fire Cube. So when it is not connected to the internet, it has this yellow light that goes back and forth. So it's like searching. It's like it's searching for the connection.
The other Echo Dots do that too.
So
it'll circle.
Yeah. Right? So there she is. She was still working, Pocket. But she showed up. Yay!
Good to see you. Raspberry is the worst berry.
The worst berry.
I'm just going to agree to disagree, Brito. Yeah. That's fine though. But you know what? That's totally fine. That is totally okay. But I will agree to disagree.
So yes. Shark anti-hair.
Apparently, you really don't like your shark upright anti-hair, or you were searching for something and clicked on the wrong screen, which is totally fine. Either way. So you were so it was doing.
So it was doing that. Yeah, and it was sometime between 4 and 4:30 we noticed that in the morning. And then we talked with
you were up
Ben.
crack of dawn.
Well, sometimes, we usually are up at 5, sometimes sooner. But that's right. We were the detectives on the case. But it was still working at around sometime maybe a little bit before 3 that morning. But then sometime it just stopped. Okay. And rebooted, did everything, and then we tried to get a technician out yesterday, but that didn't happen. It didn't come out till this morning. But
so you didn't have internet for like a whole day?
Yeah. And like,
oh my God, what did you do?
Pocket works from home. Ben was going to be working from home. So fortunately they were able to go over to Jeff's house.
Oh,
and
nice.
set up shop there, and that worked out.
Oh, because does he have Comcast or something?
Yeah, he has Comcast, which he has problems with that too. But at least it worked out. So it was kind of it was good. But we watched, since I have the antenna, we watched some over-the-air channels.
Oh my God, some old-timey over-the-air.
Well, it was cool though because
Carol Burnett on.
We don't get there was like True Grit or something. No, Grit is the channel. We saw Hazel was on this morning.
Oh God!
Because I said,
that's Shirley Booth.
Yeah, I said that's the voice from Year Without Santa Claus. That's her. And then when George Revers says, "Oh, your mother looks like Hazel. Hazel puts your mother," I was like,
"Hazel
that's
puts your mother to shame."
So
an older, fatter Shirley Booth, isn't that what he says or something? Maybe plan stuff on the provider's end, shut it off. Unfortunately, does happen. I don't know. We're gonna find out. What the reason was.
I don't think so. So,
was there anyone? Was the rest of your neighborhood? Like, I don't know if.
No, there were no outages in the area. It was just us. But I wasn't there when the guy came today. But Pocket said that he I guess some terminals had gotten really dirty, so he cleaned those and I don't know, checked a few of them, and then we wound up giving us a new modem again. So now we have it's like a white sort of conical modem. It's not the black one, which it was just like 2 years ago they gave us.
Calling out to the mothership.
But yeah. But he said that they've been having problems with those, but he left us that one. So I've got, I didn't think it was the modem. I thought it had to be something outside the house. And so if it was something at some terminals or some wire out there, but anyways.
So it was stuff outside that he cleaned?
Yeah, stuff outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
That definitely, with the.
But then, so they had
eventually, the heat out here too. Eventually, it starts rotting that stuff sometimes too.
Well, the guy I thought like 2 or 3 years ago had replaced a board out there too, but I don't know. Whatever. As long as they're taking care of it, and they, just usually when I reset, I just unplug. But there's a reset button. But he was saying that if you use the reset button, then you have to like reestablish contact or something again, and which I didn't know that. But he said, yeah, a lot of times when they're walking you through these troubleshooting tips, they don't anyway. But the good news is it's back on. We're back on. But we got to watch a little American Pickers last night.
Oh, nice.
Because it was on one of those, channel like 58E or something like that and we don't have History Channel on YouTube. On YouTube TV. So these were early. This was like from 2010.
Oh, okay. So
fun.
the Bearded Charmer is still on there.
Oh yeah,
because he's not on there anymore.
No.
On the subject of Santa Claus, Mariah Carey made me despise November and December. That song is played a lot, but I actually honestly do like that song. But I hear it way too often. Like hearing it about once a year is probably about enough for me at this point. But I like that song. It's fun. Yeah, it's joyful. It's joyful.
Fancy that gives.
Yeah.
Gives Wi-Fi, yes.
Fancy pyramid shit gives Wi-Fi, not salvation. You're always hoping for both. Rebooting Wi-Fi is so dodgy that I have lost the will to do it.
Whoa.
Like, I just can't anymore.
I just can't.
Fred Doe just sits back. He's like, I can't do it.
Do you like turn your router off on a regular basis? No? Okay.
Because I have a problem.
I had read something somewhere that you should do that. It's like your computer. You need to turn it off and it needs to like go through a cycle.
I can
like
see
that.
Like, I mean,
reboot, but I will do it like if there's firmware or like I said, if there's a problem. I was thinking of doing
you should
tonight,
update your firmware, like I said, or at least wait, usually they, I know it's usually Bree usually winds up reminding me at some point. She'll be like, hey, there's a new firmware for your router. Like, because we had the same router for quite a while. So she would remind me of that. Or, hey, it's Windows Update Tuesday. Get them updated. Don't get any viruses. Stop. Like, because I mean, that's like all her business, like all that stuff that she does.
Oh, good.
Like sometimes it can rebooting the Wi-Fi can be funny. This one, and I don't know if it's because of having the dedicated line or the Comcast business or like how all that works with the Wi-Fi that we have in here for the stream. It takes a long time to come back. I guess my CenturyLink does a little bit too, but this one, like you turn it off, turn it back on. It's like, all right, well, I've got about 10 minutes like before that thing fully is like back functional, like check things. So there's a lot to like. I have heard this, like I said, I do this with our CenturyLink one because we have separate internet for there, which is good because now my wife works from home several days a week too. But I will, when I unplug that and then when I plug it back in, I'll actually make sure nothing is connected to it. Like I'll unhook all the hardwired stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because then our router is a separate thing. So like I said, that doesn't have any wireless to it. So I just make sure that like that is only rebooting and not trying to like connect or do anything like, and I let that like get back to where it should be. And then that could be just like, I swear that's one of those things like I read somewhere, but like I just do it now out of habit where it's like I unplug that and I only have like 2 wires going into the back of that one because then they feed out to like I said the main router that we have. So like I unplug those and like I let it go like and it's like okay it's back on there. Then I start like basically making it do its job. Okay. Be like if we're trying to get ready for something, they're like we'll also do the work too. So. We're not your friend. We're not your enemy. We are your ISP. Agonized screaming from Brett. Oh my gosh. The ISP. I don't know. Who's your ISP, Brett Doe? Sounds like you really hate your ISP. Like I said, overall, like they're all very similar. Some are better than others. I wish we had like fiber or something like that. I wish we had that option out here, but we don't. You two are patient. I broke down when I came home to do Netflix and Wi-Fi that whined about being rebooted. I just like know that those are going to happen at some point. So like I just, I don't know. You get older and you're just like, well, go outside for a little while. I guess I'll do some other things while this reboots but not having internet for over a day, that would be super rough.
What was that? It was, you always know that you appreciate it. I think you just don't realize how much but fortunately, because of the hotspots on our phones, we were able to still play TFT.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, we could still do that. So, but yeah, it definitely presented some logistical challenges, but you kind of learn and you kind of figure out some things, and I actually think they had a fun experience being over at Jeff's house yesterday. So it worked out.
Oh, that's cool.
Just worked out very well. So,
Vodafone. So I think you can guess why I hate it. Oh, that doesn't sound
Vodafone.
The router thingamajig is in this cupboard in my room, but it makes it no more. This is not helping that it's in this cupboard. Why would someone put it in the cupboard?
A special cupboard.
What else have you been doing this week? Anything else exciting? Anything else interesting? Like besides obviously tales from the other side of the internet.
Yeah,
that was having it. That was probably the most exciting.
No, just staying busy. Yeah,
trying to
beat
pass
the
out.
heat.
Yeah, I was trying not to pass out. We did enjoy being there.
Yeah,
you're like I can't. Oh yeah, I can't be over here any longer. I can't stand this. Yeah, I like this. I get like maybe a little more of the blueberry with as it sits.
Yeah, it's more of a lower note. a lower note.
It not being super cold is allowing that to show itself. Yeah, like I said, not too exciting of a week on my end. Like I said, nothing really going on. Oh, I did have someone the other day where they were talking about League of Legends, and I keep forgetting what the name of not the TFT, but the other one is. What's the one where you can play like mixed? Like
I guess ARAM is what it would be called.
You and a buddy can play. Like,
you mean actually you mean for that, like we played on the same team?
Yeah.
Oh, double up.
Double up. Okay, I was trying to remember that.
Yeah. Double up.
They were talking about a frustrating game of League of Legends, and then people being really nasty in the chat. That was the discussion that was going on.
Well, that's still the Pocket Crusade to spread that positivity. and actually, it's funny. I think it may have even been last Thursday when I came home. She was saying that they were playing with 2 new people, and
they weren't wearing any clothes.
Well, and they thought Kristen or Pocket was playing with a friend of hers, and they were both thinking that these 2 people knew each other because of their attitudes and the way they were. But then turned out they didn't. But they were like, "Oh, I like this kind of positive reinforcement stuff that's going on here." So it was cool. So yeah, so. It is still being done. Happiness doesn't have to be all toxic and nasty.
Just need like 2 million more people like that. Yes. Unfortunately,
starts with one, right?
That is a battle that is like, as long as you can keep it in your own pocket of the universe. Man, right.
Expand the pocket.
Expand the pocket.
Right.
Pocket expansion.
That's right.
Oh, that could be dirty. I'm not exactly
sure.
We
won't do that.
We'll go there.
I don't play regular LOL. My wife does. I don't have that coordination, but with the whole new patch and everything that came out, we're still like learning those builds. But
is the TFT still figuring some of that out with the patch?
Well, I am.
I currently am.
Well, and then to the whole phone as a hotspot provided some challenges disconnecting. But overall,
did you get disconnected during a match?
Yeah, but actually, and that happened.
Do you get like penalized for that? Like, do they give you like a like?
No, I think it's only if you. I mean, you're still there. You just there's nothing you can do. It's if you leave, like actually quit. But if you're still there and just not doing anything, it doesn't. At least I don't think it penalizes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it doesn't. But like, if your Wi-Fi like kicks out and you're offline,
you just lose.
You just wind up losing then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Yeah. I didn't know if there was like a penalty where it pops up like, hey, you left a match early. You've got to wait 20. Like,
no, I
even
think
Destiny has that sometimes. Like, there's certain things where if you leave like a couple times in a row, like if people get frustrated, it'll actually say you are banned from this activity for 20 minutes.
And there are things that can happen, and Pocket can clarify that for me. But yes, there are things I think there you go. If you actually like leave.
Okay.
And then I think like if other people you're playing with can like either say something and sometimes it's there's something you can do about it. I mean, we've all been there.
Exactly.
Where you lose your connection. It's like it shouldn't it shouldn't penalize you for that kind of stuff when you're like trying to be there. But anyway.
Hey Sis, how's it going? Also, whose dog is this? That's Indy. That's the little artwork that Aubrey did, like remember that we have up on our wall?
Oh yeah.
I've tested it. It finally went up. It like wasn't up right away. I actually had forgotten about it. I did that the other week. I had her send me a test of that to see what that would look like as a very tiny little emote. So I don't know if I like it or not. Losing your connection to reality. I mean, aren't we all sometimes? So I'm not sure because she was gonna do the other ones because I thought like we could because I have other open emote slots. So I thought like if you wanted to, like I said, because don't you have one of those of Lucy and stuff like that?
Like a paw print?
No, didn't Aubrey do like a drawing?
Oh yeah.
Like I could have her do like basically do that version of it.
Oh yeah.
She sent it over and she just took off some of the back graphic stuff and then I sized it down and did that. So I was trying to see if they actually look that good. You forgot about art that good? I forgot that I had because I had put it up like it's actually been there for like 2 weeks. Bread dough, like a week and a half, something like that. I did that like last Thursday, I think. And when I initially uploaded it, even though it's supposed to be there right away, it wasn't showing up. So then I was like, oh, maybe I did something wrong. So then that's why I forgot about it. But I'm glad you like it. Yes, it's my niece, and she is amazingly talented, like over the moon talented when it comes to art and creativity and everything. So yeah, she's done one of those for all of our animals at some point, I believe, for the most part. So we might put some more of those up then if people actually like those. Gallico's good to see you. I would see if someone could draw my dog, but it'll end up looking like a red human with horns and overs. That sounds. What kind of dog do you have?
That's a bad dog.
What kind of dog do you have?
Bad dog.
It's a horrible
Or
dog.
a bad artist, maybe.
Or that too. But yeah, no. This is definitely pretty tasty. I definitely am enjoying that one as I enjoy most of the Waterloos. Waterloo. I wasn't thinking this morning when I made French toast this morning. It came out interesting. What did you do to your French toast? I didn't know you could actually mismake French toast.
It came out interesting.
Did you use something else instead of like eggs for your batter, or like what are we talking here?
I made it with bacon.
Go on.
I took my bacon. I breaded it. Oh, wait. I put it in an egg.
I breaded my bacon. Oh God. It's like, oh, my arteries.
Pine.
That probably would be pretty good though. Alpine toast? What's Alpine toast? Is that a specific kind? Is there pine needles on there?
POG is isn't that the passion fruit orange guava?
It could be.
That's what POG. I know.
It could be, but that's not what he means.
Oh, okay.
Alpine cheese toast. Toast notifications. Cheesy toasts are made with Gruyere and some other cheeses that melt wonderfully. Interesting. The beer adding... Wait a minute. You use beer? Beer adding a surprisingly fluffiness in place of milk. Turns out we're out of milk, but Brain is no care. Brain wanted a friend. You made... Which beer did you use? That I'm very interested in. Is it Italian or is it French? You decide based on the weather. I mean, it depends on the cheese you put in there. Yeah, I got to know what beer you used for that. I'm assuming it's something on the lighter side. I don't know. Maybe you'd use a darker beer. I can't even think of what kind of beer I'd use in French toast. Beer instead of milk bread dough. Yeah, I know we're all kind of perplexed by this at the moment. Definitely. Are you still doing burritos? Breakfast burritos? Is that still the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you making French toast with beer?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Oh, yeah. Peach, orange. Oh, POG, peach, orange.
You could have used peach, orange, and grapefruit. That's true. Hog. I'm waiting in bated breath to find out what this beer is that you used. Like, I honestly am like...
Natty Light.
It probably is. It probably is. I mean, that's probably like the first thing
Olympia?
you use. I actually went... Did I tell you I went over and I stopped by Dad's last week? Did I tell you about that? Because I had to set up their... They got new internet because they were also having issues with CenturyLink.
Okay.
They were having something where it was like they were having outages and everything else. And I thought that time I ran through milk with a soda stream. And oh God, milk in a soda stream. God, this is gross. What is this conversation? This is not good beverage conversation. Change it after Gallico's tells us what kind of beer he used in his French toast. So I went over there because you need to be able to watch Dan Patrick.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He can watch Dan Patrick now.
On his, it's still on the...
No, it's on their TV because they gave like when she switched over to Comcast, and then they wound up adding that to their set. They gave him this little thing where then they could watch Peacock and other things. So then they can watch Peacock.
Okay,
so
could
through that, can watch Rich Eisen, can watch Dan Patrick, all that stuff. So it wasn't working at first. So she had texted me and she's like, "Hey, like when you get time, like you come over." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, but I said I'm sure I'll take a look at it." And so I hadn't like exactly set it up. And like literally after these texts, like 2 days later, Dad calls me. He's like, "Yeah, when are you coming over? Didn't you guys talk about something?" I was like, "Yeah, I said I'd come over like this week." "Well, when?" I was like, well, I'd come over Thursday, I guess. And so I was like, so that was kind of funny. And then I wound up going over Wednesday night, and I went over and go in, we're talking for a minute, and then I was like, all right, let me take a look at it. And Desiree's like, "Oh, you want a beer?" I was like, "Oh, sure." I go over there, and Dad's like, "I don't know if he's gonna like what we got in the fridge. I didn't know he was coming over."
What he called you though?
Bud Light. Oh. Well, they didn't know I was coming over when I moved it up even faster because I felt there was an urgency. There was a disturbance in the force and it needed to be fixed. And I went over there and like I said, yeah, it was like a Bud Light. I was like, "Oh," it's like, "Well, it was Bud Light." I said, "Well, when in Rome," so I had a Bud Light.
Oh wow. Oh my.
Oh wow. Oh my God. It's fine. I used brioche for the bread, so it was already kind of eggy to begin with. I mean, like a frothy. Where's? Oh, there it is. It's a tropical IPA from the Behemoth Brewing Company. That could work. Why didn't you fry an egg on the top? I'm sure it would have been. No, you don't want to fry an egg on the top of your French toast. Brendo, you were talking silly things tonight. Get the milk you put in the SodaStream bottle of fizz. Oh, gross. Fizzed milk? Jeez, stop. Everyone out there with your weird concoctions. Let's not. But yeah, it was pretty much like the password issue. Like I said, got that set up. And so now, yeah. So got all this done, went over there, quick trip. I mean, I don't need like pat on the back or anything like that. Went over, got everything done. And I was like, all right. I'm like, well, it should be all good now. I'm like, you watch Dan Patrick tomorrow? And he's like, might. I looked at him, I was like, you son of a bitch. And he's like, it's my option, isn't it? I was like, of course. All right. So that's where I get it from. Like, that's where I get that from. But then, yeah, I got a text the other day. He's like, he's watching Dan Patrick. And I was like, thank God.
Good.
Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, it was like urgent, beyond all repair. I was like, maybe, yeah. Perhaps. Yeah, he seemed excited about Rich Eisen too. So
making pancakes.
I fried an egg atop the pancakes once, but it worked because I made a bacon pan. Yeah, that would actually be all right. I don't want fizzy milk. I'm sorry, that's disgusting to me. You don't. It's my raspberry. Yeah, that's my version of raspberries. That sounds absolutely disgusting, and I'm sure it is
fizzy milk.
But you like it, and that's totally cool. But for me, that does not sound like.
That's true. Like
that makes me think the milk went
cream
bad.
Soda or something.
Is fizzy milk a Japanese thing? I don't know.
Could be.
Boba tea, is that a Jap? I don't know. Any kind of milk? Whoa. It's fizzy milk.
Fizzy milk.
I'm going to look up that.
As long as it's not fizzy fermented milk.
That's what it would make me think of if I went to have that. Carbonated milk is milk that's been carbonated and sold for human consumption.
The popular drink
in East Asia.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
You did it. Gallicos, you're correct.
Well, I'm glad he can watch it on his TV because the Kindle that he had,
your fugitive's name is Dr. Richard Kindle.
Not Dr. Richard Kindle. It was a the battery was not holding for very long, so he was going to have it plugged in. And I was wondering if they had like apps or anything on that TV that could do that.
The TV itself, no, but then they had, like I said, again, this was like this new device, and so now it like basically through their internet now connects. So it's another HDMI plug or whatever. So so then the other funny thing that I fixed, it's kind of a funny story. Yeah, it's as much as that Shark vacuum cleaner you're apparently searching for. It's on Amazon. It's on sale right now. Buy it if you need it. Desiree's like, it's like one other thing. So they go to like channel like 4 or whatever, and it was one of the, and like they have like a secondary audio on and they don't know how they turned it on. So it'd be like, we're having this conversation and say, Andrew stopped and he picked up his drink of water and took a sip. And then he put it back down. Like there's another audio. It's almost like if you were blind or something like that. Probably like, and you're like still listening to the show. Then it said they walked along the street briskly and looked at each other longingly. Like, so there's this extra, but it's not on everything, but it's obviously anything that has secondary audio that has this track will start playing it. I went through everything on that TV. I found the secondary audio thing, but it only would let me pick which one I wanted, like to have it play if it was there. Went through. So big brain play. I said to myself, self. I bet there is not always a Korean secondary language track. I picked that and it was not on anymore. Oh, because there is not one made for the show.
Oh, okay.
So I switched it to a language that I figured there might not be on the cable channel. So I let Desiree know, and I said, if all of a sudden you're watching a show and all of a sudden it sounds like
you're Korean,
if you hear Korean, and someone is all of a sudden speaking on the TV, and I said you can do one of two things. You can either go like, we'll turn it back to English. It's not working. I said, or you can pretend like you understand it just to freak out my dad.
Yeah,
it's one of the
that's what he said.
The choice, and she's like, go with the latter. So anyway, I don't think that's happened yet.
Yeah.
Make some beverages someday. I'm not going to drink that.
Fizzy milk.
It's not going to happen. You'll have to send me some.
But what we will have shortly.
Can we have some wine?
How about some wine? How about a Chardonnay?
I think I need some wine. Is this another Trader Joe's exclusive? Can I get this anywhere else?
Trader Joe's exclusive thing. Yes.
Okay. Is this one that is available year round?
It is.
And that's what we've got for this. Give it a shot. Why do we always come up with the lead-ins when we don't have the beverage in it? I really need a beverage fridge. So that'll be a group Christmas list item.
Well, that's cool.
A small beverage fridge. Yeah, I don't even need
for the wine. It would chill the wine. Maybe not beer, but wine. Sure.
Fizzy milk or some raspberries. Oh, some raspberry fizzy milk. Well, that I'll drink. That I would drink. Let's go get the wine and let's talk. I'm actually very excited to try this because it sounds different than what I would normally look for in a Chardonnay.
Correct.
So I'm interested in that. That makes me excited. So we will take a break. We'll play some music, probably run some ads, and we will be right back.
That's kind of a Bruno Mars thing going. Like me, do you? That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what. Champagne rolling on.
Has a little bit of
for you. That's what I like.
Has a little bit of sound of the song. I think it's by the Smashing Pumpkins, Ava Adore. And it goes boom, 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 boom.
I think I only know 2 Smashing, maybe 3.
Oh, you've got to know more than that.
Not many.
Got to go kind of late. If I interpret your name correctly, then I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We are on opposite sides of the earth. Look at that. Look at Bread Dough doing some math there.
I know. Doing the interpretation.
That's very good. Yes. Bread Dough, if you are still here in any capacity, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it as always. It's okay. Well, what are your 2 Smashing Pumpkin songs you know of? And then we'll talk about this beverage calendar.
1979. Yeah. And Tonight.
Get back.
Tonight.
1979.
What's it called? Is it Tonight?
Tonight.
There's another one.
The insincere tonight.
I think there's I think there might be one other one that I've heard, but
today is
the
greatest day.
Yeah, I know that one. Okay.
That's great. That's the first album is good too. Love you with a smile. Leave you like I left you to wither and deny. That was their first big hit. No?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Disarm? No? Okay. That whole first album
I just
great.
remember when they the 1979, that was like when I first kind of got introduced to the Smashing Pumpkins.
The Smashing Pumpkins?
The Smash,
as if they've drank a little bit too much previous night. They're the Smash Pumpkins.
The Smashed Pumpkins. Oh, yeah.
The Smash Pumpkins. Oh. Now I got to find
the day after Thanksgiving or after Halloween. They're the Smashed Pumpkins.
There we go. Ooh. All right. I really do not like iTunes. It is like the slowest database program ever.
Well, I thought they were getting rid of it, but you can't get rid of it.
No, it's not that one. Yeah,
because that's where you keep your music. But unless they had, I don't know.
No, not that one.
Yeah, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
Yeah, that's a great name.
That's a great name. Yeah,
it's a double album too. Is it this one? You're not gonna know that song, but that was that wow wow. That was
okay.
That was the wow wow.
Okay.
That was that part. No, you should know that you probably won't. Yeah, Today You Knew.
Isn't there something with butterfly wings or something? Or
oh yeah. Oh, do you know that one then?
I know the title, but I don't know if I know the song. I remember the one time. The world is a vampire. Sent to drain. No, I guess I don't.
Wow, that's a good song.
Okay.
I like Zero, but no one knows.
Okay.
All right. We played a lot of Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
We found Keith knows more than 3 songs and may know extras. Back to D2. Build design. Don't get too hammered, sailors. Gallicos, thank you very much. Appreciate the lurk.
Keep it above board.
We will, 100%. We will do just that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the lurk. Quick though aside, as I was talking about, we missed out on a couple drink holidays, unfortunately.
Yeah, we started out real hot. It worked out very well.
We even tried to maximize looking at some, but I believe we missed out on National Bourbon Day. Was this the other day?
Okay.
So that was we missed that one. World Martini Day
is in 2 days.
In 2 days.
3 days. Okay.
Yeah. So we missed out. We'll miss out on World Martini Day. Rosé Day.
International Rosé Day.
hey girl.
Oh, Rosé Day.
When will be our no
Independence
podcast Day. Next week, but then podcast.
So the 30th? June 30th?
Do we have anything there?
Well, we could celebrate Rosé Day a few days late if you wanted, or Independence Day. Wait, what?
Why is that a drink day?
I don't know.
National Dive Bar Day.
Day.
We will actually be on National Dive Bar Day. I don't know
How
what
do
we
we
would do for
celebrate?
that. We'd all have a Bud Light, apparently.
You know, it's funny. I came across or repairing internet day, repairing TV. I came across an article, and it was actually bartenders were asked what drink they order in a dive bar. So
Okay,
you know,
what did they order?
I forgot.
It
wasn't anything.
It was one of those things I knew my brain did not need to retain this information because I will not be
It was
in that
kind of
situation.
interesting, but like the first three said the same thing, and I forgot what.
Like that would be what
No,
like if I was
it was-
in a dive bar, I'd probably order some mixed drink.
Yeah,
That
I could
like,
probably find it. Probably find the article
Jack
if we
and
really
Coke
wanted
or
to
something like
celebrate
that, I guess, even
National
though
Dive Bar Day that way. But
yeah, National Mojito Day, National Grand Marnier Day. That seems like an unnecessary day.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, the 24th. Will we be broadcasting the 24th? That's National Tequila Day. We could do a new tequila.
Yeah, we could celebrate that.
Scotch Day. I don't think we're going to be there for. We'll have to find a Scotch.
Wine
for
and
that
Cheese Day. Wow, really?
That'll
At
be
the end
the
of
day
July, that really gets good there. Tequila, wine and cheese, and Scotch.
That could be that week. We could do Scotch, wine, and cheese. We should remember that. We should do those two things at least. We'll have like a cheese, and we can have that with the wine and try it with the Scotch.
Okay, we
I
can
like
do
this
that.
idea. Okay, chat. Remember
The
this.
end of July.
Remind us, like in a couple weeks, because we'll forget. Or maybe Keith will make a note on his iPad there or
I
something
can do
like that. Yeah, Grand Marnier Day. I feel we don't need to celebrate. The 4th of August is IPA Day. National Beer Day is the 5th. Also, Labor Day is the 5th. Labor Day and National Beer Day fall on the same day? That's got to be an amazing
Labor
thing.
Day is in September. So I don't know what Labor Day that is, unless that's actually like women giving birth Labor Day.
Could be. So that's Mother's Day then? I thought we already celebrated that.
We did celebrate that.
Mead Day is the 6th. National Prosecco Day. There's a rum day, a whiskey sour day. We should make an actual whiskey sour on one of our podcasts, like the real, like with the egg white and the whole thing.
I was to say you're an expert at making those.
A regular well, not regular. So apparently, like what I make, like people are like saying like that wasn't a whiskey, but actually what I make is a traditional whiskey sour. The egg white thing actually did not happen until like 30 or 40 years later, and technically that's like a something sour.
Okay.
So it actually has a different name. People have associated with that's like a whiskey sour. And a good bartender, if you actually order one of those, they should ask you with or without egg white.
Yeah.
So anyway, I learned that again from TikTok the other day. Shameless plug. I don't know if you guys want to check any of that out. Go check out some TikTok things and everything else that we do. YouTube, I hear, is a great place to subscribe. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah, I think I've got that. I've done that.
You should do that. It's pretty cool.
It doesn't cost you anything.
It's not. It's absolutely free. Thank you for mentioning that. I forget to mention that enough.
Free.
Some people try and charge you for subscribes, like in a lot of different places, the weirdest places. You'd think it's impossible. They figured out a way. We don't. All free, all free, including these banger content right here.
That's right.
We're going to do a podcast, which is what we're segueing into. This podcast will eventually go up on YouTube, but you guys are getting it here first because you're here live on a Thursday evening, which we appreciate. 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern is usually when we start. Most Thursday evenings, not all, but most.
That's right. Most.
What number would we have to go under for it not to be most anymore? I was thinking about this the other day. Is it under half? As long as we're over half, is that still most?
It's still most, I would think.
Is it more than 2/3?
Yeah, I would say you'd have to be 2/3 to 3 to 60. Yeah, 2/3 to 3/4.
Okay, as long as we're in that range, which I feel we're.
I think. Yeah,
I feel we're more than that.
That's most.
We could take like a whole month off and still be cool.
Yeah, almost all would be like you only miss like maybe.
Couple.
Yeah, a couple during the year.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
You figure
I don't know.
52 weeks in a year.
Certain definitions that we need to. But most for us is we shoot for anywhere up to 75%, and we might exceed.
That's true.
We have good runs there. We've had a few good runs lately. So.
Remind me after this podcast, because I don't want to delay it anymore. Ask me about a YouTube comment. Can you remember to ask me about that?
Type it down right now.
That's probably a good idea. You have a better start time percentage than Leopard does. That's true, Guardian Down. I do. I beat Leopard in start times all the time. 60% of the time, it works every time.
That's right.
Good to see you.
Pungent. Stings the
nostrils. I got to get that on. I got to put that on there. Like have that as a channel point redemption. We do that too many times. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're going to do a podcast. We're about to record, like I said, so if you guys have any questions, more than welcome to type them in chat. We'll try and include them as we record the podcast, but if not, we'll answer them when we take our little mini breaks during the
built-in mini breaks.
The built-in mini breaks
yes.
That usually are always there unless all of a sudden we're like, oh, we got to talk about this right away.
Yeah.
So,
That's when you know he really likes something or really dislikes something. Or there's something shocking or not shocking necessarily, but something that needs to be talked about immediately.
It's just like you're overwhelmed by like, okay, I already know the things I want to talk about. So like, I don't even want to sit here with them. I can't contain myself.
Further analysis is not necessary.
Right. So with it being summertime and wine time, as we've been talking about quite a bit lately, you came to me and said, hey, I've got a Chardonnay I'd like to bring to the table, but a little bit of a twist.
It's not typically your style of Chardonnay.
Okay. So it's actually a Pinot Noir.
Right. No. It's a white Pinot Noir.
It's a white Pinot Noir. No, like I said, so this one's going to be a little different. So not oaky buttery, something completely different.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Is this a Trader Joe's exclusive?
It is.
Okay. Well,
it is.
Let's talk more about this.
Let's do that.
This Chardonnay that we've got for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Rebuttel Chardonnay. This happens to be the 2020 version from Trader Joe's. And this whole title Rebuttal came about because...
Looks like it has the word but in it, Keith. Tell me about it. This is a family show, Keith.
No. I'm not going to go that route.
Oh, okay.
So we've either talked about or we've had the big churn, right? I've brought that one.
Yeah, I think we have.
Okay. Because that one is...
That might even be in the archives.
That is billed as, very oaky, buttery. It's a really big seller at the store. It's a little too much that way for me. I mean, one glass is fine, but but I'm in the minority there because we have, like I said, a lot of people. We sell a ton of this. So this wine was kind of created as the rebuttal to the big churn,
okay.
as an alternative. It does have, from what I believe, it does have some oak, so it's not saying that it's like aged in stainless or anything like that.
Okay.
But it's just going to not be quite that heavy style. I've actually never tried this.
Oh, great!
This
that's awesome.
This sells very well. Also, not as well as the big churn, but
are they similar in price points?
They are the same, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was funny. A few months ago, one of my coworkers built a display with this on it, and on the signage it said "Big Churn's cousin" or something like that. And he actually had at least one customer come in and ask him for the Big Churn's cousin wine.
Oh, that's nice. That's pretty cool.
So anyway, but yeah, I've never had this. I from what it's supposed to be, I thought this would be great for summer. I hope.
California, Lodi, or where are we talking here?
I honestly don't know where it's from.
Okay, well, we'll have to look at that.
We'll check it out
in a second. Yeah, in just a minute. Alcohol? Do you remember what that is?
I don't know that either.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if I can tell these things.
Yeah, we'll see
if we can figure this out.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Straw, like I said, pretty light. Like I said, definitely you can tell that there is very little oaking going on, if at all. Like I said, it's not getting toward that golden color. So no, looks fine. Should we go the aroma?
We shall.
We shall.
Yeah, no, I've always kind of been intrigued by this, but I've never actually had it.
Did you say year round?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you did.
And what area is it from? Does it should say on the back, right?
California.
Oh, that's right. Or you didn't want to look at the alcohol, though.
Oh, yeah.
So. Manteca? So nothing like specific.
Oh, okay.
Like Napa or Sonoma or any of the big appellations there.
You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Smells like grapes, Keith.
It does smell like grapes. There's not a lot going on in there.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of like there's a little like a passion fruit, like a little light tropical
something
in there.
Like that. Yeah.
Maybe some lemon zest. Like I said, there's some just kind of lighter things like that. A little bit of alcohol coming through at the back, like not like a ton, but there is a little little bit of a pop there.
Has a little bit of that. I remember like the aloe pulp juice we had.
That's
a little bit of that.
Oh my God, that's actually wow. It's
like,
that grapey, like it's that kind of like what I think I even mentioned that was kind of grape smell. That's what this smells like.
Yeah,
that's wow, great. I'm so glad you remembered that. Yeah, 100%.
But it's not overwhelming or one way or the other. It's just yeah.
We did have this in the
wine.
refrigerator. This was more on the chilled side. So like I said, this will warm up a little bit as we talk about it. I'm going to guess, did you see the alcohol?
I did see it. Well, because it was right next to where it was from.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I bet it's got to be in that 13 range. 13 and a half?
You would be correct.
Oh, nice.
13 and a half.
13, really? 13?
That's what it is, yeah.
It didn't, I honestly went a little higher than I was actually going to, like I initially was going to guess 12, but then I was like, because it doesn't seem like over alcohol hit on there,
right.
but I'm like, all the wines we keep talking about are going a little bit higher, so I went higher with it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, to the taste?
Yeah, I can't wait. Through cupped hands round the tin can.
Yeah.
I pretend to hold you to my... I dip my cup of soup back from a gurgling, crackling cauldron in some... That is a tough song to sing.
What song is that?
Gentle on My Mind, Glenn Campbell.
Oh, no, okay.
There's a lot of... I was actually surprised the other day I heard it on the way home. And a couple months ago, I somehow got on a Glenn Campbell, and I was watching some videos, and just watching him play the guitar was just a really cool thing. But yeah, some of those lyrics in that song are just, they go so quickly, and they're tongue ties. So the tongue ties up the tongue for sure.
Please, sir, can I have some more? Can I have some more, please?
Have some more
Get some more
wine.
Chardonnay.
Yes.
My cup is almost runneth empty. Oh, did you see the who's going to be the Madden cover athlete this year?
I did not.
You know how they do that
excited
every
about it, yeah. And
how they
usually
do
that
that
person
every-
has a bad year, or has that been broken? The curse. There was the Madden curse, right?
I think kind of did. It wasn't Tom Brady on there one year, and like he still had like a decent enough year or something like that. I want to say, but yeah,
Was
like,
it
I mean, it's still there's
Peyton
still always an air of worry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Madden cover athlete was it last year? Was it 2 last year? There was one year they had 2. Did they have like Patrick Mahomes and somebody else or something?
Oh,
I
don't
can't
know.
remember. Anyway,
So who is it this year?
no guesses?
Well, if you're asking me about it, it must have piqued your curiosity. So it must be it's not Justin Fields, is it?
No.
Okay.
Thank God, no.
It's
It's a little bit of a twist. I'll give you that. It's a little bit of a curveball, but a good curveball, I think. It's kind of a nice thing.
not Baker Mayfield.
Dear God, no. If he was on the Madden cover, it really would have been a curse.
Cooper Kupp?
No, that would have been a good idea, though.
Okay. Yeah. Matthew Stafford? So say you've had a phone for 12 years?
I like that commercial. It's very
That's
nice.
good.
I like it. I never had a problem with him, honestly. Like I felt mildly bad when even the Bears beat him every year. So,
Can I get a hint?
boom.
Madden.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's cool too because they actually did like I'll have to look for the picture. You guys can look it up. Like I said, the picture is like him from like when he was like on like the original like John Madden Sports Talk Football. Like it's that like cover him like breaking through the thing. They put that on, and I think the cover they put on there something like like good luck or miss you coach or something like that. I was like that's
a good thing to
that's
do.
really cool.
It's
I haven't bought a Madden game in forever, but it almost makes me want to buy one just to have that one. Like I almost maybe
have like a collector's edition or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right.
super cool.
Comes with a scratch and sniff turducken sticker.
Oh God, that would be great. That would be good. Scratch and sniff turducken. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm glad through the magic of time lapse, we let that warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
There's still not a lot in there, but at least as it's gotten a little warmer, I'm picking up on a little maybe lime and a little like creamy note. Not in body, but like a little cream note, which I guess could be buttery or something, but not. It's very subtle. There's not a lot going on.
I almost, like I said, again, I don't know if you saw anything on the bottle really, or like what had been in there, but there almost does seem, like I said, with that cream, like there is like that touch of oak is kind of coming through, like a little very light vanilla that is kind of supporting some of these other flavors. I think there's way more in the taste than there was in the aroma. Like I actually think this is really good. I think this is really nice. Like it's not normally what I would pick up out of a Chardonnay, but it's just like, hey, you want to try this? Like, this is quite delicious, I think. There's the layers in there are a little on the subtler side. Yeah. But yeah, like I think it's a nice, that little, like the lemon that lemon peel kind of comes through. There is a little very light oaking that I think kind of supports. I think the body actually was even maybe a little better than I was expecting too, based on that. But a
little bit of the alcohol at the back.
Yeah. Definitely. The finish is like, the finish could be a little smoother. But yeah, no, I think it's nice. And it's interesting. I bet it'll be even a little more interesting. Maybe even as it warms up, this might be one that maybe you want, more into that 55 to 60 range as opposed to, kind of where we're at. But like, we're probably getting there. But no, I like it. Yeah. So price on this one?
$6.99.
Okay.
Same as the big churn.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking in that $6 to $8 range, something like that. No, I think I would definitely probably pick this over the big churn. I don't remember liking the big churn that much.
To me,
because it doesn't like, I like a complexity of that oaky butteriness, whereas that is just like, we're giving you oak,
and it's just like that. It's not artificial, but just like that sort of like hurried oak, where they're trying to make it have that, impart those qualities into it without time, and so that can have that sort of thing, and that's why I kind of like that, but to me it is more one note. I have some people tell me, oh, it's so buttery, and I'm like, God, I just got the oak from that. But it's been, a few years since I've had that now, or probably the last time I had it was when we did it on a podcast. But I like that. That's good.
I would agree. And hopefully you guys would all like it going on over to our website if you so choose, AboutBeverages.com. You can check out everything we have ever done over the last more than a decade. Podcasts, videos, recipes, stories, all that kind of stuff can be found there. If you only want the latest videos, we've got you covered there too. YouTube, of course, where everyone else is. It's where all the cool kids hang out, is on YouTube. You can go there, hit the subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate that. You can check out all of our older videos or the archive even of this entire live show that we do. Can be found there as well. If you only want audio, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcast. If you have a favorite podcasting app, just search for About Beverages. We will be there. Wherever there's suffering, About Beverages will be. No, wait,
wherever there's injustice.
We don't need to go into that.
That's right.
But yeah, wherever there's internet things as well, like they did some pillars, perhaps.
The still three.
Still three.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The three.
We talked about something before
you
the
mentioned
show.
something
That's
earlier.
not turning into another pillar.
Okay. All right. So those three pillars for us are TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most often to keep you up to date with what's going on here at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening, when I tweeted we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings, and we were discussing what most is. What is most? We're trying to give you at least 75% of the time. Could be more than that, but that's kind of what our target is. More than half. At least 75%.
They say 75% of the time we're here on Thursdays.
So we're going to let you know what's going on here. And like I said, Thursday nights we get together and record these shows and just have a lot of fun trying some different beverages. Also throughout the week, Andrew's going to let you know what he's doing as far as the gaming world and what he's going to be playing, what he's going to be drinking while he is playing those games. So for the latest at About Beverages, please follow us on Twitter.
But, as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.
A less than oaky shot.
A less than oaky shot.
And that is a podcast.
So JJ, when he's ordering that, he calls it the rebuttal. Rebuttal.
The rebuttal.
The rebuttal.
Wow, that would make me not want to drink this now.
Would you like a glass?
I'm even getting a little bit of the grapiness like in there as it's kind of warmed up too. Like that's kind of coming through. I like that. That's good. And why that is a decent sell. Does this sell probably less than the big churn?
Yes, yeah.
It should sell more. I disagree with it. Hey, perfect timing.
Sorry, no, I'm thirsty guy. All right, you finish it.
You even got the very rare Ron Swanson dancing like an absolute idiot there. Ahoy, Bevs and Keith. Hope things are going well tonight. Dog boy, they are. It's good. Very good to see you. Thank you for the 28 months.
28 months.
That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for the support. How are you doing? What have you been doing lately? What have you been playing? What have you been drinking? Give me as many facts or as little facts as you want.
Just the
Take
facts.
them all. Sometimes I get that. Like I've had, like where you go into a chat and all of a sudden, you'll say something like, hey, how's it going? And they start asking. It's like, oh God, I didn't come in here to answer all these questions. But if you want to answer something, you're more than welcome
Now
to.
I know why I don't come in here.
Now I know why I don't show
I get
up.
bombarded with questions.
I can't stop talking.
You won't let me just be.
There was a topic before that podcast.
Yes, you said a YouTube comment.
YouTube comment. So recently, like I said, we've been getting, a few more views on the YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. But with more views comes a great responsibility because we're getting. This one wasn't too bad. This one was kind of funny. I think you'll appreciate this. I responded to it in a very actually we've had two comments. The second one I responded to in a very this is my Andrew way of kind of sticking it to you, like digging it into you a little bit, but in a happy way. And then the other one was just kind of fine. Drinking mostly beer right now, just a tiny bit of D2 on the side. Well, I need to know what beer. See, now, unfortunately, I'm going to have a follow-up
with a side
question.
of D2.
What are your beers that you've been enjoying? What have been is there a new favorite that you've been having or something we should be checking out on a podcast? So the first one was someone watched our Blackened Batch 88 review from 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And they decided to post a comment and they said, in my opinion, this is not a good review to just be opening a bottle and trying it. Like it was one of the ones we opened the plastic, literally tried it. Like I was excited. We tried. Oh. You should not be opening, just opening up a bottle. Actually, you know what? I'll pull up the review. I don't want to paraphrase because then I responded to this one too. This is our new we should have a new segment. Andrew responds to YouTube comments.
Yes. We'll read your comments.
Don't look at that one. Nope, don't look. You'll see one of the other ones. And I already, so this is what made me feel good too. When I actually responded to this one that I responded with, I immediately already got two people I don't know how read it and they gave it thumbs up to what I said. So I don't know what the coincidence was on that. Okay. In my opinion, it's not a fair review of a whiskey if you just open up the bottle and try it. I've had too many that went from I'm assuming he's saying really not good. Really? To, I get it, after 15 minutes of breathing. Lot B, 12 years being a perfect example. So he mentioned one specific as a perfect example. I was like, okay. So I responded with, it was a true first impression of what anyone would get trying this for the first time. That was what literally we were doing with that review. And then I even said I have bought several bottles over the years of Black in the line and enjoy them. The cask strength is one of my favorites, right? So I was like, it's kind of one of those ones, which it's tough because like I said, I like the idea of opening it first and trying it because that's what you would do. You'd bring a bottle home. We do things a little differently now where sometimes we'll open them first and let them sit, especially if they're higher proof. Sometimes we do kind of want them almost to decant a little bit, as silly as it sounds.
Well, and we probably sat with that then too.
That one we did because I went through the video then too because I thought, man, did we trash it? And I was like, I don't remember. I remember liking it more than you did, but I thought I went through and I was like, we were generally pretty oh, this is good. This is so anyway. Okay. It was one of those ones where they just, thought maybe we should have enjoyed it more, which I get. If you really like something, there's always that gatekeeping where it's like, well, I liked it. You're not liking it as much as I did. Why aren't you liking it? So I get that. So then my other favorite one this week, and this was the one that I answered in a little bit more fun time. Where is it? I think if I click on it, will it show my reply? Yeah. So this one, this was on the Summum vodka that we did 3 or 4 years ago. More than that?
Maybe it wasn't that long ago.
So this one's from a day ago. They went and I saw the comment on that vodka. I was like, wow, did someone actually like it? Say there's a better one. Usually that's what I love when people on the comments, like I said, which are usually pretty respectful, either do some discussion or they say hey, here's some other ones you should try, something like that. I like Bud Light. You trashed it all the time. I keep coming back. I know Guardian Down. It's true. I had one just the other day. Guardian Down. Did you miss that? I literally had a Bud Light the other day. I was over at my dad's house and had a Bud Light. So it's fine. I understand why people like that stuff. Anyway, they wrote, can't believe you bought those mics just to get one comment and 600 views. They really stuck me right. You really hit me.
What?
I'm assuming by looking at these microphones, they think that these are super expensive. So they thought he spent like all this money on this microphones and all this setup, and he's getting nothing out of it. Because obviously, in a way, it was a backhanded compliment. Wow, they sound awesome. They're wasting all this money on that. So I commented back.
What the heck?
I said, I mean, a $25 microphone for a fun hobby seems okay to me, but everybody is different. Have a great day.
Wow.
Fun with YouTube comments. That'll be our new segment as they pop up.
Jeez. Okay.
You watched the video.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for the engagement.
Yep.
Thanks for watching the video. As soon as we get monetized, I'll like that even better.
And just so you know, your microphone evaluation skills are lacking.
I thought about putting something like that. I always wonder how often they go back and like look, because I think I've ever had anyone like re-comment or anything too much when I've said stuff. But yeah, like it's like,
well, one of the things
just
is like
move on.
Well, I know, like you said, when people say certain things, it's like, okay, help us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Suggest with the Japanese whiskey comments and different things. Suggest one.
Which a lot of those, like I said,
Tell us another one.
It's always specifically like there is, as much as I think, like I said, I think Trader Joe's does a lot of wonderful things. I think when any company is big or with anything, like I said, the negativity backlash, I think on Trader Joe's is there because people are just like, I don't like it. It's not true. Like, and that's what it was like on that one you're specifically talking about. Was people are like, that's not actually Japanese, but it's like, well, it is. I'm sorry, it's not. Maybe it's like it is the definition of that. They actually bought that from this provider. Like, unfortunately, that would probably be one of the things, and they probably don't because they don't want to talk about all their sources of things.
Right.
But that would honestly alleviate a lot of those things from creators like ourselves or other people that are talking about it. You could say like, well, no, they actually bought this from blah, blah, blah. And be like, this was just runoff of theirs, which is like, whatever. But yeah, I agree. I never have a problem if someone disagrees. Like, I am always happy to be educated. Like I said, we have, over the years, we've changed how we do things. We've changed how we do our give it a shots. We've changed, how we review things. So it's like, when someone finds something from 6 years ago, I don't expect them to take the time to look through other things to see if we do it better. Like, I get it. You watch that one video and then you're like, they, not doing a good job or something. But I just want when people say, if they're going to say like, oh, well, this one's not good, or I don't think you did a good review of this. Did you follow up on it? They could ask that. Like, hey, did you ever review this one again to give it another chance? Or like with the Japanese whiskey one where it's like, tell me some that I should try that are true. And because I even commented on that one and I said, they never responded again. That's not what they want to do. No, they don't want to do that. That actually like thought, consideration, and like realizing there is someone on the other end of that they, don't want to do that. But they could have been like, who knows? They could have commented something. They could have literally told us our new favorite thing. Yeah. And they chose not to do that. And that's the kind of stuff that's unfortunate, but someday apparently we'll try the Natter Days at something. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Berserker, how's it going? It is good to see you. Berserker is threatening. Although I just got a notification, Berserker, that it says that the Ride the Lightning whiskey from Blackened is actually in Arizona now.
Oh, okay.
I saw there's some places in Phoenix. I don't know if I'm making that drive, but I'm going to look to see if I can get it here at my local Total Wine. But Berserker has threatened that if I can't find any, he might actually send us like a little bit, so that we could actually try it if I can't find it.
That's some threat.
Which is, it's a
by God, I hope he doesn't. Wait, no, I hope he carries through on his threat.
I know, yeah. So no, I'm hoping within the next like week or two, I just got the email literally from, because I'm signed up for like Blackened and all their emails and stuff like that, because I hate their whiskey, as we found out on YouTube.
Right.
But anyway, so I
thought, that was one we.
No, it was a good one, and then we liked other ones like
and maybe the person was just saying
he didn't like how we reviewed it. I think. That was more what it was.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it this certain way, but like we're very honest and open with all of it. So
especially that one back in the day, that was a longer podcast. The way we like our thing, so it's like we definitely sat with that one for a little bit. You won't do it. I triple dog dare you. But yeah, I literally got the email just as you were coming over, and I like looked, and there wasn't anything local, but it mentioned places like up in Phoenix. I was like, okay, maybe it'll trickle down here very shortly, but it's like Arizona.
Should get a hold of our contact at Tap and Bottle.
I should actually. That's actually not a bad idea.
Reach out to him.
That's actually not
see
a bad
if he can
idea.
bring it in.
See if he could get one. That would be. That's actually not a bad idea. Because I was hoping to find it for not the slightly over even additional metallic attacks that goes on.
Guardian created a slight breach of etiquette when he jumped right to the triple dog dare.
Nice.
Well, that's all right.
I'm very susceptible to peer pressure. What else? Have you bought anything else lately? Berserker? Did you go? Because you've already tried the 2 things you have. Now you got to get something else, even though you haven't finished those. You just got to keep buying. You can't stop buying. I almost got HJ the other day sent me a picture of didn't I tell you that Basil Hayden, they have the smoke?
Oh yeah, another.
They had that at a Costco and they had it for 40 instead of 50.
Okay.
And he's like, it was kind of like a, should I get it? Like, should I try? Like, what do you think kind of thing? And like we weighed the pros and cons and I think it turned into a no. Cause I was like, well, I'm like, that'd be interesting. Probably be lighter than we want it to be. It's probably not going to be as much. And I said, and then on top of that, I said, it's 80 proof. And he's like, yeah, it's 80 proof. That was what's weighted for HJ.
And I think then you just should wait for the tar version. That's no, I'm just kidding.
That's not what I would need. The tar to
that
me
charred
would
embers.
Like
Yeah.
But we will be having a Scotch next week on the show. We will be having some of the Macallan 12, which I know I probably
show.
Next show. That's right.
Yeah, next week, but the next show.
They won't remember.
Okay. All right. Good.
Due to my card mishap, I've taken a monetary hiatus, but I'm sure I'll be back in form soon.
Oh, I remember
that's right,
the card mishap.
hiatus.
You're still paying for the card mishap, huh?
That wasn't even your fault entirely.
Well,
kind of.
there was a lesson in communication, I think.
A lesson in husband-wife communication.
Communications, yes.
I was going back when I was editing the podcast and I came upon that section and I literally listened to the whole thing again just because it was so funny you talking about that, or at least us reading what you were saying. It was just, God, that was funny. That was really good. But yeah, we've tried a few things this evening so far. We're going to get to a very strange beard here in a minute. Beard? Well,
a strange beard?
Berserker's here.
Well, yeah, you've got
Very
beard.
strange.
Now you've got beard on the brain there.
Yeah, very strange beer here in a minute.
Beer here.
But yeah, in 2 weeks, I'll have some Macallan. Drink reviews and now marriage advice. Yeah, that's going to be about marriages. Yeah, don't ask me for marriage advice. That would probably not be a good, maybe a nugget here and there, but not too much. Not any more than anything else anybody can figure out.
Yeah, that definitely, I think that's is drink it not as chilled as we had it. That will definitely reveal more flavors. I mean, that's kind of the thing for anything, but especially with this one, all will be revealed as it warms up. So,
wow, as Led Zeppelin said in the Kashmir,
will be revealed.
All will be revealed. But yeah, that is the Trader Joe's Rebuttel Chardonnay 2020. I would recommend that for $6.99. It is not your typical, obviously, Chardonnay. It is, like I said, definitely a little more in the fruit.
Yeah, especially when it's colder or for heavier meals, maybe Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'd want that one, but especially right now with the summer, I don't know. I like that little, I always think of the Phantom Chardonnay. We like that one so much. It had a little bit more body, a little bit more, but it was kind of like apple and a little bit more.
I do
more
like
those
I do like the
notes,
brighter,
more body.
Yeah, I do like a little bit more of the bright notes too. Like when you get toward like the heavier meals, like Thanksgiving, to kind of kick through like the fattier, heavier things too.
So you mean
No, I'm talking about toward the apple. I like those kind of brighter things to come. Like this almost might get a little lost. But I think it's good. Like definitely, obviously, cheese and other to sit out and relaxing by the pool.
Sure,
that kind of thing. Sure. Are you on that episode yet? It's like season 2.
Oh, I'm way past that.
Yeah. Did you start back up again yet with your friends you're watching?
No, I didn't. I know.
We're almost at season 3. Come on, man.
Okay.
You gotta get going. If we make it to season 10
it's like
11.
it's like a graph you're gonna have. Keith's here. Here comes every week. You'll see. You
better start moving.
Yeah.
Better start moving up a little bit. All right. Should we go grab the final beer of the evening?
Very intrigued by
the
this
only
as
beer
well.
and the final beer. Yeah, this
final
should be
beverage.
interesting.
Yeah.
I talked about it on a stream earlier. It was either this. I don't know if it was this week. I think it was last week. I actually talked about it, and we kind of got some discussion going where we were talking about the Drekker Brewing. It is their Slang du Jour, which is a line of beers that they do. It's kind of more like a pastry sour kind of thing. Like some of them have had like strawberry with like chocolate covered strawberry.
Well, they've got the sundae, the chonk.
The chonk, right? Yeah,
sundae line. They've got the slushy. They've got a lot of different.
And they literally put like all this. We'll read the can and talk about that in just a minute on the podcast. But yeah, this one is supposed to taste like carrot cake. That's the look you're going to get as we go to break. All right, we'll be right back.
Anybody who's just joining us now has just made it in time for dessert.
That's true.
It's carrot cake time.
It is carrot cake time in beer form, and that's what we've got for this. Give it a shot. Why do you do that?
I don't know.
You think of the best stuff, your best material. You leave it out in the open too early.
Well, I just noticed that Hippie Sunshine joined us, and I was like, here for dessert.
How's it going, Sunshine? How are you? Good to see you. Those are what we have been enjoying this fine evening. We enjoyed the Waterloo Summer Berry, which is good. A little bit less flavor than we thought it would.
Could have had a little bit more.
Aroma was fantastic, though. And then we just had the Rebuttel Chardonnay 2020, which I found pretty good, even though it's not my usual style of Chardonnay, because it was more on the fruity side. Fruity side, but it did have some oaking in it, like surprisingly.
The vanilla was there.
Actually, this article is a little bit older, but maybe this article says something. It says Lodi. Chardonnay from California, including the Lodi and the Central Coast areas. Okay, I guess today was a very, 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 very rough day. Tomorrow will be better. Oh, I'm sorry, Sunshine.
There's a lot of varies in there.
There's a lot of varies.
Followed by rough. That's not good.
I'm glad. I hope tomorrow will be better. As
Jim Croce once said, tomorrow's going to be a brighter day.
And then his plane went down in flames.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't say that right before.
Maybe it was the song he was just finishing writing. He threw it out. He threw the demo tape out the side right as it went. No, that's terrible. My oldest was screaming and slamming doors a lot. Yeah. The 9-year-old, the terrible 9-year-olds.
Terrible nines.
Oh, it's terrible twos. How long do the terrible twos last? They last till you're 9 or 10?
I guess if you're
last a while.
Unlucky.
If you're very unlucky.
Could happen.
So days like that they had to be. I had to not go to the pool, which wasn't fair to be. Oh, wait, we're trying to get
her. I bet her
sister. There we go.
Yeah.
That's always like I said. Yeah, when you have two kids, that's always that extra thing because it's like you have trouble trying to punish one without the other person.
That's the dynamic that we didn't have to deal with. But yeah, I can only imagine that's the challenges that come with that for sure.
A dab of vanilla cream leads into a dry, fresh finish. Look at that. So you think we hit that one on the head. Won't blow your socks off, but if you prefer the unoaked, less buttery style Chardonnay, it's under $7. Huh. I love the youngest playing the sprinkler. That's a compromise.
There you go.
That is a genius mom move right there, Sunshine. Like I said, let your child go play in the sprinklers. That's the best I can do for you today.
That's all I got for you today.
That's all I got for you today.
And tell your sister to straighten up and fly right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to build you.
Yeah.
She was happy. Oh, good. Like sometimes sprinklers can actually be pretty joyous. Roasted beef. That is all. Debo.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
Wow.
Man.
We haven't had, at least I haven't been a part of a Debo drop in with food, but roasted beef, that is all.
That's all I need. Sometimes that's really all you need.
That is all.
The Beatles said love is all you need. It's actually not true. It's
roasted beef is all you need.
Roasted beef is actually all you need, 100%. But yeah, that like I said, I definitely for $6.99, I think that one was totally worth it. I wouldn't mind having one of those around. But yeah, we're going to move on to dessert. As Keith just said, I agree. This probably is dessert. Does that actually? Oh, perfect. That doesn't show up on camera. Nice. A very weird one. We were going to do a podcast on. I'm assuming it's going to be weird. We'll go through all the ingredients and some other things.
We usually trust Drekker though. In Drekker we trust.
In Drekker we trust. I mean, I've liked some of those weird have you had the chonk one or is that just me?
No, I've had like some of the Sunday ones and they've been good. They're not necessarily pocket style, but I've liked them and they've done some other really, really good things. The most recent Pert, we were a little bit, which is why I wanted to bring it to the table because I wanted some analysis, but it was.
Bring it next or not 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, if I still have.
I remember.
I think I'll still have one.
I still have it.
I would think I'll still have one. Yeah,
okay.
I bought 4 because reading the description on the side, I thought this is going to be and Pocket even agreed. I was like, this is going to be the style she likes, but it did not.
Wow, you've given everything away.
I've given everything away. It did not go that way.
Okay.
So that's not the direction it went. So,
well, if you have one left, that'd be perfect because then we literally already have completed the menu for in 2 weeks.
There we go.
Because we've got the water, we've got the whiskey.
I'm sure there'll be
one left. We've got the scotch, and then you've got one of those.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go grab some of the key lime rum in a few. I mean, after the day it sounds like you're having, I'm gonna guess that you deserve some. Sit and relax for a moment. Listen to our ASMR voices.
Yes, as we try the Drekker slang du jour.
The slang
Should we go all ASMR for this podcast?
We could. Maybe that could be a channel point redemption at some point.
ASMR podcast.
You force us to do it like a portion of the podcast in an ASMR fashion.
When we tap.
Prepare to peek the food for thought thread later. Oh my God, what have you done?
He said later.
That's why he said roast beef. This is all amazing smoked chuck roast. I'll look at the rest of that later.
Who is Chuck? And why have we smoked
Why have
his
we
roast?
roasted him?
Yes.
Best. It's from an article called Best Beef Recipes. Jesus Christ, Steve-O, come on. That's outstanding. All right, let's get to this podcast here. Keith, how do you feel about carrot cake?
I actually like carrot cake.
I do too.
As long as it's nice and, has I don't know if as long as it's nice and moist. And, of course, has the cream
That's a word
cheese
some people
frosting.
don't like.
I know, and that's why I was hesitant to use it, but that's true. It has to have that.
Yeah.
And also, of course, cream cheese frosting.
Yeah. I will say that speaking of that, though, like I said, my carrot cake, I would prefer not to have nuts in it. I'm not a huge fan of the nuts in the carrot cake. Like I said, you got this nice, like everything's soft, crunchy.
Crunchy.
But we won't have to worry about any of the crunchiness in this because we're going to now have carrot cake in beer form.
Yeah.
That's what we've got for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Drekker Slang du Jour carrot cake. It's a sour a la mode.
Yes, it is part of their kind of like their pastry sour series that they do.
Right.
You were talking earlier. What's the other? They do the chonk. Isn't that what the
chonk? Yeah, they've got just the
strawberry chocolate they've done before, and like they actually use
pina colada. They've got all kinds of different styles. Some are more like smoothies. Some are more dessert. Some are really really thick.
The smoothie ones literally pour like a smoothie. Like you could have those like with a brunch or something as opposed to mimosa.
Doesn't seem like a beer. It's like.
All it seems like is delicious.
But
this is what I love about their can. Like they give a ton of information in here. They talk about the malt, the hops, the other, flora and like the bacteria and the lactobacillus, like all the kind of things they use in here, the yeast strains. But then they always have a section here on most of these beers and it says gimmicks.
Gimmicks.
So this is always like the random weird stuff that they put in here. So this one, it literally says carrot, cream cheese, granola, brown sugar, cinnamon, lactose, and vanilla beans. So it seems like they have hit cream cheese. Yeah, they've had carrot in here. Like this literally should be everything. I did talk about this earlier in the week as I was doing some live streaming, which you can always find on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. I was playing some Destiny and talked about this, and people were like, I don't know if that'd be one I'd be interested in. And it was like, well, we're going to find out.
My God, I can already see
the color. Color is, okay.
Just a little bit in the can.
I'm going to make sure this shows up on stream
Holy
here.
moly, look at that. That is orange.
That is orange.
Orange. A lot of times with the Drekker beers too, you first pour them and they come out not clear but clearer, and then as you get to the bottom, they get like really thick.
I'm trying to make sure that we get a little down with the thickness here, a little disturbed. Yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit of both of those things. That is
orange.
That is orange.
Whoa!
Look at that. Mine's even like the bubbles like are even like frothy. I don't know if you can.
The bublés.
You can't even see that. Like it's got some surface tension to it. That is very interesting. Okay, we've just got it. All right, it's very orange. It's thick. Yeah. Like I said, we just need to get to the aroma.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's one of my two faves. That and German chocolate. Oh, German chocolate is always delicious. It's the have a bit of dessert line of beers. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much almost what they should call them, Debo. They got the color right. Orange soda a la mode, more like it. Yeah, this is like literally is like creamsicle, like carrot cake. Like it's just, they did that very juicer. It's like juicer carrot.
Yeah, no, it's like
a juiced carrot.
Yep.
Let's all go get beer and cake. We should. Sunshine likes it. Everybody, let's all join us in some beer and cake. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if the color is leading me astray, but I almost smell orange. I can't smell orange though. Should I?
I wouldn't think so. I'm getting a little bit of some sort of citrus in there though too, because like the sour that's just coming through. Like,
That's probably it.
So the yeast strain that they use, like I think it had lactobacillus. I think I mentioned a second ago. So that tartness or sour is kind of coming through. I definitely get the cream cheese, sweet vanilla.
Absolutely,
like it's that. So your favorite frosting part is there.
So it's almost like creamsicle-y in a way.
Yeah, it is a little bit of that. I'm getting a little bit of some sort of vegetable, like carrot in there as well. It's kind of more of a low note because there's all these other things going on. And again, mostly the vanilla and everything else. Yeah. But oh my God, that is, I definitely get the carrot, like a juiced carrot. Like if you really get kind of
and carrot can have that definitely has that sort of sweetness. But like I said, it's just, once again, I don't know if it's the color that's telling my mind that should smell like orange. That's right. But there's obviously something in there that's playing with that. And it's probably like I said, the lacto or something going on. But
all right. Well, let's go to the taste so we can find out what our brain is telling us it tastes like.
It's cream cheese and carrot.
My God, they did it. Oh my God, it's so thick.
There's good. I get the spices in there that you get.
I know.
Wow, that's totally different than the aroma.
The cream cheese and the carrot.
How'd they do that?
It shouldn't taste this accurate. Oh God, this is so weird. It's so weird, but in the best way possible. Yeah, you said the spices. Like, I almost even overlooked that, but that's totally in there. Because it's got that, like the the nutmeg and the allspice and all that kind of stuff, and like I said, the carrots and the cream cheese sweetness in there. It definitely the flavor balances out a lot better than the aroma did. The aroma was definitely much more toward the sweet and the frosting almost, right? Which I guess maybe you would smell more like if you're like it's very. But then having this is it is perfect balance. Wow, God damn it! Wow, Drekker does amazing things. I think this one is also like 8 or 7% alcohol. I just saw that off the side of the screen though, so it's practically sessionable.
I can't stop drinking that.
I can't. I know.
I'm really good.
I need to keep a little conversation going
odd
here
because it.
No, I said odd.
Yeah, I meant odd. It. Yeah. No, that's all the flavors are there. It's all there. Especially like I said, there's like that kind of, you get the spice early on, the sweetness, but then it finishes with the cream cheese kind of frosting flavor, which is
and
what
the carrot is in there too. Like I said, that all comes through.
Wow.
And then there's a little bit of extra tart that's in there, and that is very unique. I think I would be honest though, like I'm glad I did it this way. I don't think I'd want to drink a whole 16-ounce can of this, even though I'm enjoying this fully. Like to me, this does seem like something like this is the portion that I would want, because it's layering like a little bit. I'm enjoying it, and I love it, and I would buy another one. Like if I saw this again, I would get it again just because it's so unique and delicious. But it's like I don't know if I'd want like twice as much as I'm having right now. Like I said, I think this is kind of a perfect.
I'll let
portion.
you know after I finish my half.
Okay.
Well, but I have a feeling that that's going to be right.
Okay.
But that's delicious.
Well, while you finish that, and while everyone else is sitting here watching us just be fascinated by how delicious and crazy this is, head to our website at AboutBeverages.com. You can find everything we have done there ever as a podcast duo, whether it's articles, podcasts, videos, stories, recipes, all that kind of stuff. You can find that there. If you only want what we've been doing lately in video form, YouTube is the great place to subscribe. We would greatly appreciate that. You can find, like, again, everything that we have done there video wise, including our full archives of our show that we do live every Thursday evening on Twitch. You can find those there. If you only want podcasts, I think there's places
we can do that.
Oh, yeah. Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes. If you have a favorite podcasting app, search for About Beverages. We will probably be there, and hit the subscribe button. We'd appreciate that as well, including some social media things too.
Social media things.
We're everywhere.
The pillars, of course. For us, that's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most of all to keep you up to date on the happenings at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific time, when we get together and, well, we try beverages. And we have some fun chat and interact with everybody who drops in to say hi. And you get to see the behind the scenes stuff that goes on when we record these podcasts. Also, Andrew keeps you up to date on what he's going to be doing throughout the week as far as the gaming world goes, and what he's going to be drinking while he is doing that, and saving the world and all those fun things. He'll keep you up to date on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should most definitely give this interesting, brain-bending beer a shot.
That is 100% accurate. Kind of like a dessert wine.
Yeah, I mean, it is like this is like dessert. We're kind of finishing with this, but you could do this and then like have even like you could kind of counteract this with like a boozy stout or something. With something heavier maybe, but not as sweet.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, maybe something chocolatey. Yeah, I don't know. But this is, it's so interesting.
I've never seen Keith stick his nose that far in the glass for a sniff.
They missed last week because somebody made a comment on that too. I was looking.
Oh, that's true.
Sometimes I'm just trying to jump right in there.
I'll bring the water and finish. I guess you can say that it's refreshing with substance. Oh
Like
my
my
God,
shirt.
Debo, you're
That's right.
absolutely amazing.
I almost said that. It's refreshing with substance.
That is a really good thank you, Debo. I appreciate that. Drekker's probably thinking in an extra dimension, or they juiced a literal carrot cake. I mean, it's about what they did. Like I said, I read the ingredients there. They put all of those things in there, and I can't believe how balanced and well they get to make that. I just can't believe that.
Well, and then the thing is,
dessert wine that a garbage plate.
But then they picked the right hops to not get in the way. They picked
I
the
think
right
they used Magnum in here. I think is
they
what
picked the right, barley. Then they picked the right.
There's like
malt to not get in
I
the
couldn't
way.
pour anything else in there, but there feels like there's still something in there.
Oh yeah. There's something. In there.
There's something thick in there. Well, if you want to find out, more than welcome. Oh.
Pouring out that's when you make a smoothie or you make a juicer and you have that the pulpy sludge. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that is insane. I wonder if they have any more though. They probably don't. I don't think they did. I think I looked. Would you buy one of these? Just to have it around?
Would actually.
Just to have it around.
I would. That is because I would. I'd bring that out like you said to share. Maybe you pour everybody like four people 4 ounces of that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think they literally may have juice. Like that's about what this tastes like. That's just
cool.
Drekker does like amazing stuff, but yeah, I thought for some reason this might be the one that they would slip up on. Wait, they don't have. Oh, I spelled.
But
it.
if those kinds of flavors are something you're interested in, then yeah, you'll find it. Ooh, there's a shortbread cookie.
Oh, they have a peanut butter and jelly supreme chonk.
Yeah,
and then they have. Oh, is this the one?
See,
you
that's
bought?
the one. Yeah, that's the one. Don't buy one.
Apricot shortbread cookie. So they have the other current slang du jour right now that they've got going on is an apricot shortbread cookie. Strawberry and passion fruit and apricot brains. The brains ones are very good too. If you guys ever see those, if you want something that tastes like a smoothie, those are pretty good. The peanut butter jelly probably is pretty tasty. But yeah, these aren't, like I said, these aren't cheap. Like I said, this is like $6 for this pint. So it's definitely one that like is nice when you can share and savor that with someone else.
As we are right now.
I happen to be that man.
Sharing and savoring.
Did you say where you got it? Tap and Bottle North is where I bought mine. I believe that's usually where I get most of my stuff from Drekker. Not that, like I said, also Caps and Corks.
Caps and Corks sells them. Yeah.
Also, what's the other place more midtown that I always forget about? Hop Shop. Hop Shop sometimes has this stuff too.
Oh, I forget about Hop Shop because of Bruce. I haven't seen Bruce because he's moved.
I know. I miss Bruce.
Yeah.
Name's Bruce.
All right, watch Bruce pop in every once in a while. Sometime when I'm down that way again, I want to go to Plaza Liquor. I haven't been there in a long time. Just
sometimes they have
in.
like, speaking of like random stuff.
Yeah.
That can log me in. Can't remember what it is. Try one more time. I hate this one. Untapped like logs me out sometimes. What is our Untapped password? Didn't I send it to you?
I have it. According to
one of these. Oh, I remembered it.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted to immediately. I cannot believe. Okay, I am absolutely disgusted right now. This beer only averages a 3.85 on Untapped. That is an absolute travesty. I got to scroll down through here and see the horrible things people have said about this.
Oh.
Surprisingly not awful, but definitely very weird. Sir, you were wrong.
You couldn't be more wrong.
Say it louder. We can't hear it in the back. Listen here, you son of a... Someone gave this a 2 and whatever. This is the best carrot tasting drink I've ever even had. The cream cheese, great. When I thought it was when it was fresh out of the fridge, amazing as it's roomed up. Would highly recommend trying it. That person is correct. I don't know who you are, Sean M, but you're amazing.
And the thing is, though, I mean, this, I would think if you hear carrot cake beer, you might immediately be put off by that, and then you shouldn't try it. Unless you want to with an open mind.
That's
Unless
correct.
you're like, you know what, I'm going to try it. And yeah, you know what, I didn't think that sounded good. And I was, but if you're like, well, you know what, I'll try it. But then I don't know. You just, I think sometimes, you know, you give a review kind of based on whether you liked it or not, based on your personal preference, as opposed to, is it what it says it is? And it is what it says it is. Whether you like that or not.
I like it even more with every sip.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's very good.
I'd try it. Debo, I would give you some. What do you write? I'm giving it 4.5 stars. What do you write for the check-in on that one? Just like say, by God, they did it. That's about what I wanted to write.
Well, or what did, I think Debo said, they juiced a carrot, or they turned a carrot cake into a beer.
Yeah, actually, you know what? We're going to use that. I always spell that word wrong.
Celsius.
I always do that.
It's Celsius.
That's one of those words, like, for some reason, I cannot spell it right. And literally, after I've typed it, I just immediately go back because I know I've spelled it wrong. I actually, the English language is a terrible language when it comes to, like, rules and everything else. It's so funny. I was literally typing a word that I've typed 1,000 times today. And when I typed it, I had typed it correctly. And all of a sudden, my brain went, oh, no, it's like, and I thought of a rule that it, like, should have been.
Oh, right.
I'll tell you what word it was. It was the word science. I typed it the right way, and then I was like, oh, no, wait, it's I before E except after C. So I literally reversed the letters.
Science.
That one you don't. And and all of a sudden I looked at it, I was like, well, that's not right.
Yes,
and I was like, that doesn't, and I had to go to Google. I was like,
Saints.
I was right the first time. Dear God.
Science. Yeah, no, that's definitely quite tasty. It's a dessert beer.
Good enough. 10 out of 10, pass the keg, not the can. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you just finished yours. So would you, are you wanting more? Which your answer can be whatever.
I think there is an occasion where, yes, I would drink a whole one of those.
Okay.
But it would probably be like, I don't feel like having a dessert tonight. And no, but I'm having dessert
fair.
with that. And I would just be like, you know what? That would kind of satisfy the thought. I'd like to have a beer and I'd like to have some dessert. It's all in there. So I could do that. But it's good. I also see that it's very good just to share it as well.
Yeah. It's not, like I said, I may have kind of misstated too. Like I said, it's not, I don't feel that it's like, we have some things where like all these flavors just keep building and building.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah, so it's not that. So it's not doing that. Like I feel like the finish is really good. Like I said, probably the alcohol helps out with some of that.
Yeah.
And the sour. Like I said, there is a little bit of sour like hint in there. I think it's just like I said, the amount of it's like one of those things like, oh, this flavor is like really good. But it's like you only want like a certain.
Yeah, you don't want it to all day.
Yeah, but no, I would definitely love to have. I wish I would have bought another one of these, but I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, especially when you see carrot cake. Because like I said, overall, I've been happy with Drekker beers. There have been a few things, and like I said, just that, especially that one recently. But overall, they do some great stuff.
Yeah,
just a little. You have to be willing to pay out some cash.
They crafted the most balanced
carrot cake.
It is like 100%.
The carrot cake comes in a glass.
Or a mug or your face. Yeah, I don't I love trying, like I said, anything like Drekker is, and I don't know if it's because of where it's got to come from to make it here in Southern Arizona. Another good Berserker, have you had anything from Drekker Brewing yet? I know we've talked about it, especially because they've got the beautiful, they've got the Viking beard thing going on too. You do, 100%. Like I said, I don't know if I would, again, like, I know your whiskey tastes. I don't know 100% like your beer tastes per se. So I don't know if jumping into some of these sours are like the thing to do. But if you like some of the IPAs and stuff like that, their IPAs are also fantastic. They're the hazy style. They're more kind of velvety, delicious, fruity, and fantastic. The only thing I mentioned the other day, have you ever had an actual like straight up stout from Drekker? Have they done one that you've seen that you had?
Well, remember I told you they had one and I didn't buy it, and I should have. Remember there was that. I know. When we had our beer week thing,
Show's
they
over.
had one.
Done.
Yeah, I know. I should have bought it. But I think I shied away from coconut.
Oh, that's right.
Carrot in the can never sounded so good.
I have like a few sours here and there, usually a stout guy. That's how I like. I definitely, I mean, I like kind of everything. But this thing is just, this thing is so good. I would love to like, again, someday, like I said, we need to travel and meet at some midpoint or something like that. And we just need to all right, try this, try this, like go through and have all these things. But yeah, if you can search for Drekker and have I would think they'd be more local to you and you'd be able to find them, but you never know with how shipments and stuff like that go. I'm surprised because they're in, what are they always, Dakota?
South Dakota?
South
one
Dakota?
of the Dakotas? A Dakota.
Dakota Fanning? Is that where they are?
We
Malt
operate
beverage with natural flavors. Product the USA. Fargo, North Dakota.
North Dakota. Okay.
So, and they make it to Southern Arizona with lots of their stuff now. Like I said, again, thanks. That's probably props to Tap and Bottle and everything. That's the first place I ever saw them. But yeah, their stuff is just really good. Like I said, I like their
Fargo
all
North
of their stuff to do.
Dakota.
That, and like I said, I've created my list of beers when I actually am going to do a beer run of like I start looking for certain breweries. Like we've talked about that. Do you have certain ones that you immediately like?
I like to see. Yeah, I like to see if I can find something from Tombstone or, what else? What was that? That one that recently that we had that we like the Lost Weekend or whatever that. It started with an A. I can't even remember what that was, but I would want to have more from there.
I always look for a droid.
Yeah, this was a different one. It was like Adagio or You had one, and you were like, you thought it was really good, and then I actually bought one as well and tried it.
Oh yeah.
And they were very good.
Is that the one too? Because I actually, when I was looking for beers the other day, I did have in the fridge. I had the one that was it's a barley wine, and it's from them too. Like it's like a. When we wrap up, I'll show you that one. I trust your taste, my friends. If you think I'll like it, the odds are I'm going to. But see, that's the thing. Like, I don't 100% know, like, say what your beer tastes are.
Then you never know.
Have you guys seen the Warhead's beers? I had those last weekend, and man, when they're chilled, they're pretty damn tasty. Warhead beer. Have you seen anything from Warhead?
Mm-mm.
I don't know if I have. What did you have from Warhead? Yeah, I don't know, like I said, if I've had anything from there. But yeah, for me, it's Drekker, Adroit, Lacumbra Brewing, Abnormal Beer Company. I usually look for.
Yeah, Abnormal.
I still look for Tombstone, like you said. Because like I said, obviously that's local. Dragoon. Like honestly, I look for Dragoon obviously all the time. Pueblo Vida, I'll still look at what they have. Although Pueblo Vida, like it's kind of hit this area of, I don't know why. Like
everything tastes the same.
Kind of a little bit.
Afternoon, everybody.
Oh my God!
Oh whoa!
You finish it.
Lucky with the 51 month resubscribe.
That's over 4 years to you and me. Whoa.
I've been saving this resub for Keith.
4.25 years. Here I am. Thank you, Lucky. We appreciate that, or I appreciate it. Sure, he tells you how much he appreciates it all the time. Even you're sneaky when we walk out. Yes.
It's a day one. You were a day one. That is 100%. That's 100%.
What are you just popping in for a second? I'm sure you're busy doing things.
Probably as we're going to look right now.
Okay.
Lucky, you streaming right now? You were streaming, Lucky. What are you doing? Day one raid completed. Yeah, pretty much. It's by Artisanal Brews. Tastes almost exactly like the can. Oh, it tastes like Warhead candies. Oh, got it.
Oh, I thought it said candles. I was almost like, oh my God, who wants a beer that tastes like a candle?
I don't know if Drekker made it. I probably have it. Like I don't.
Who wants a beer that tastes like a candle?
Like a candle. Why would you say it tastes like a candle? I'm tired of going to go relax and start season 2 of The Boys. All right, Lucky. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it.
Aren't they on season 3 now?
They are, but he just recently started watching it. He got back into it.
All right. We don't have it. That's Amazon, right? We don't have that. So,
however, if they're not quite chilled, they taste a little bit like weed. That doesn't sound great. All right. Well, let me just look up this brewery quick, and then we'll find someone else. Find someone to raid here. Artisanal, right? Isn't that what you said? Artisanal brews? I probably butchered this, but it'll correct it for me. Warheads Variety Pack. Artisanal Brew Works. We'll go right to the brewery. Oh my God. Of course, look, actually their beard looks like a hop cone or look at that. Of course you they're sour ales like Warheads. Oh. I get it now. Oh, that's interesting. I could see where that if that was not like cold, that could go a little south. Like that's probably not one that you want to taste.
Okay, that sounds like possibly in the pocket wheelhouse then.
Craft beer, hard seltzer, wine, and cocktails. Daily IPA, juice, taproom series, daily triple IPA, sours. Cheese turt with tanger guava. What?
Turt?
Sour cone cherry flavored sour.
Grape flavored.
Warheads blue raspberry, Warheads lemon, Warheads black cherry.
Okay.
Interesting.
Sounds
green
like
apple
this,
sour, fruit.
The green apple was the best, he says. Okay.
That sounds pretty good. I would definitely try those.
All right, so where do we have to go?
Where is this place?
617 Maple Avenue.
Where is Maple Avenue these days? This Maple Avenue is in
Saratoga Springs. Okay.
Apparently we got to go to New York.
All right.
Okay. All right. Road trip. Our first, I don't know. Maybe we figure out. I'll have to ask HJ. Like maybe that's a write-off at some point.
Oh, there we go. Driving to New York.
You've made nothing this year. You took a trip to New York. On what funds? Well. All right. Well, we will not be here next Thursday.
Correct.
As you want to keep making sure that everyone knows 100% that they will not get Keith next Thursday.
Not next Thursday.
So now I get to hear about it.
Transparency.
I get to hear about it for a week. Where I was like,
transparency. But they can go to the YouTube. There's places.
That's true. Where else can they can go to YouTube, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's always
YouTube.
good. Yeah, that's always a good option.
Yep.
TikTok. You can even see Keith on TikTok.
Sure.
Stop by Ohio on the way. There we go. It's in Springfield. Okay. Saratoga Springs, New York. That's what they say. Lucky, thank you for the shameless plug. I appreciate everybody that has been here this evening. We need to find someone to raid, so don't go anywhere. We're getting de-Keithed, exactly. Instead of getting decleated, you're getting de-Keithed. But we will be back the following week. We already pretty much have that lineup set. Hopefully, Keith will have saved a Drekker. How do you say it?
Yes. Perts these days.
So we'll have a sour from Drekker.
Okay.
We'll have the Macallan 12-year that's been aged in sherry barrels. We'll talk about how I have that and why. And then we'll also have the Liquid Death sparkling water, the mango. It should have been called Mango Massacre or something, but it's just called Mango Chainsaw. Which
mangoed up or something.
Yeah, it's like I said, not everyone can get it right. Let's see. Do that. But yeah, so that'll be in 2 weeks.
Correct.
Okay. Is there anything else they need to know? Any other
I
secrets?
think that's it.
All right, we're going to go raid Mano Destro right now. He is super nice. He is doing some Destiny help, some raid dungeon things. Another wonderful person in the Destiny community. Very positive, very uplifting. And like I said, again, always helping out other people. So we'll go show him some love as well, because he always shows our channel some love as well. Mango Chainsaw. That's the one we're going to try in 2 weeks, Lucky. So you can be here for that if you'd like to. Thank you for the great show. Wasn't a fan of Liquid Death sparkling water, but not a fan of those in general. That's true.
Okay.
We've talked about that you're not a sparkling water fan in general. We liked those other ones. I think I overall like other ones better, but I figured we'd do the trifecta and try the last one. So yeah.
They were available at the Tears for Fears concert, so I enjoyed a couple of them there.
Of which one, though?
I did the lime.
Was it just the water? I think that was
and
the
berry
better one, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, we liked the berry. The lime you didn't like.
Okay.
Yeah, I had one of each.
I knew it was something like that.
Yes.
All right. Who knows? All right. Go say hi. We're going to go run now. We'll be back.
Thank you, everyone,
week.
for joining us. We had a lot of fun, as always, and we will see you soon. See him tomorrow.
You'll see me tomorrow. You'll see him in 2 weeks. Good night, everybody.